All right, man. Welcome to the Nerdpro Podcast. This is the anniversary show, issue 171. What's up, team?
What up? What it do? What? 5 years?
Jeez.
I keep on
Don't give us no extra year to be old.
I think with the other show we do, man. So you know what I'm saying? My bad, but yo, 4 years. That's what's up.
I didn't hear the different overlay because somebody said like 2 episodes ago that the overlay was kind of plain. So.
Ooh.
I like the other overlay, but this one looks
plain.
Oh, and we got an extra screen.
Chat screen, yes.
Hey.
What?
That's
what's up. You know.
What?
Saying it was all regular smeggler.
Jesus.
You'll see that screen that's playing the little Nerdfo video. Do something else later when we talk about Justice League.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Alright, so how everybody doing? How was y'all Valentine's weekend for those of you that had Valentine's? Matter of fact, y'all in y'all relationships, but
don't be mad, bro.
It's Cupid.
Again, maniacal.
Jeez.
If I saw Cupid, I'm gonna choose the eye.
He gonna get you first, bro.
He changed his name to not Young, but the villain.
He gonna get you. Cupid gonna shoot you before you shoot him. I tell you that, man. It always work like that.
Cupid can kiss my hind part.
No, Cupid is gonna Cupid is gonna have you out there kissing hind parts.
Cupid aeroid, Cupid had,
but Valentine's Day was good for me.
Cupid had over 20 years. I'm not on that nigga's radar.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But Valentine's Day was good, man. I did the traditional thing, flowers, card, gift.
What was the gift?
What was the gift? Millionaire was the gift.
Oh, that's pretty traditional.
for her.
Tulips, chocolate, millionaire. What?
She took me out to a couple days before Valentine's Day. She took me out to Cidercade, where you just drink cider and play like arcade games. It was. I wasn't expecting it. I thought she was gonna take me on like a mission to kill me.
Mm.
Because at the end she took me for massages and like we had to go on this little back street, little back road. I'm like, all right, you done fed me, you done liquored me up, you done hit me with the hey, look over here, video games. So we turned up on this back streat and it was sketch as hell. It was sketch, bro. Oh, it was sketch. But we walked in and it's like these little Asian ladies that take off your clothes. Hate to sorry to sound racist, but that's how they sounded. and full body massages, man. It was lit, bro. I was in there almost snoring and farting.
Well, at least he's being honest.
If you get a full body massage, you're gonna do one of those two things. You're gonna either snore or fart or both. So
Yeah.
take my word for it. But it was good. It was lit.
Ro-
Valentine's Day was lit this year.
Royalty, what did you do? What did the wife do?
I bought her flowers. We did like, just cute stuff like food and all that stuff. We had, we did like we did a quarantine Olive Garden basically because I didn't want to go out and be in all that mess. So did that. She sent me some what is it? Tips treats, whatever.
Oh,
cookies.
nice.
Oh.
Sent those to my job. Them suckers were hot and they were good. And she sent me this.
Oh.
Ain't that nice?
Oh.
I was like, so yeah. Not keto cookies, but I ate the mugs. Didn't matter. Valentine's Day weekend.
You can't be good all the time.
Exactly.
That's
Man.
reward.
Yes.
I had to excavate real quick story. So my girl loves tulips. So I ordered everything last minute. My order got canceled. So I had to like order pots of tulips. And then I had to buy a vase. I had to excavate the tulips from the pots, put them in the vase and the tulips was in soil. There wasn't like a bouquet. And and I bought a nice little square vase, and then I had to, excavate the tulips and it was, all before she got home. It was like Mission Impossible, like dun 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 dun. And I'm excavating, I'm pulling tulips out with the root, and I'm trying to put them in the thing, and it's just like, oh my god, soil everywhere. Oh my god, dog.
You need a Wanda's powers for all that,
bro. It was a lot, but I got it.
Snap, what did you do?
Your first Merry Valentine's Day. What you do?
I know.
I gave her the one thing. Her other gift is coming Friday, sadly, because of how things are out there right now. But I gave her the one thing she's been wanting for a long time because of things outside of Nerve Flow that I tend to do. I gave her time.
There we go.
Because she has been
That's
wanting
important.
to spend a lot of time with me, and because of that W word that I'm not gonna say right now, and I don't want to think about because I gotta do that tomorrow. I decided to spend some time with her, and we had fun. That's the thing that I love. The thing is, this is what I love about my wife. She does not care what we do. She just wants to spend time with me. So we
Pretty much.
honestly, I bought a lot of stuff, a lot of food, did some baking over these past couple of days. Made chocolate chip biscuits, made cinnamon rolls today.
Wow.
And we sat back and watched, and it's crazy. We sat back and watched 1,000-Pound Sisters and My 600-Pound Life.
Hey, that's gonna be me in a second if I don't stop eating all this food. So I took on the wings.
Wow.
But but it was just like I said, just joking with her, laughing with her, because like I said, that's the one thing she's been wanting more than anything in the world, just spend time with me. She hasn't been able to do that lately.
Time is beautiful.
So
will be
I'm
a
not even gonna front, though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna front though. I'm really ready for her to see her actual gift come Friday, because and I'm praying she's not watching this right now. But she's been
spoiler alert, Miss Snap. Spoiler alert.
But she's been eyeing these headphones. She's been eyeing these cat ear pink headphones. She loves these things to death.
Oh, the razor joints.
Nice.
So
dope.
So I'm gonna surprise her with that because she is gonna be here working. So I'm gonna step out for a little bit, go get them, and then have them on the bed for her when she takes a lunch break. So there you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Rio, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, don't you do it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I
think he's okay.
I had to.
Okay,
I had to work today. I had to work today for Valentine's Day. I don't really celebrate it. If I do, it's just treating myself.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you treat yourself all right.
Who said that?
You treat yourself all right. That's funny.
Yeah. I did give
Man,
earlier before the show. I did give a shout out to somebody.
Need a smoke filter on the overload.
Put the little thug life with the little glasses and the little thing coming out of his
I
mouth.
gotta turn my camera off after that.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's funny.
Oh man.
I got cataract.
All right, man.
I'm done.
Doctor says good for glaucoma.
Who's sharing their screen? Somebody sharing their screen. Or watching.
I got
But all right, man.
sleeping at night.
Let's see here. Where should we start? I guess
We got an extra screen up there. Who is that?
We'll just bounce around. Let's talk about top romances in pop culture. So we're gonna do video games, comics, anime, of course.
Since it is Valentine's Day.
So it is Valentine's
Yes,
Day.
Valentine's Day.
We never
We
recorded the show on Valentine's Day. At least I don't recall. We have. Yeah, not in the past
so
few weeks.
we'll do top 5, but we'll probably bounce around. We ain't gonna stay on it too long, but we'll bounce around like top 5. If you out there watching, you know, if we miss something or you recognize something, just put it in the chat. But top 5 video game romances. What we said, Sonic and Amy. Was that one of them?
Yeah, Sonic and
That
Amy.
video?
Oh, okay.
Mario and Princess and
Princess Peach.
Was it really a relationship or just him chasing her?
Oh, I think it was just him crazy chasing her.
Because I mean, how you gonna let Koopa, Bowser, whatever?
I think she low key was giving Bowser was really clapping.
He was side dude.
He was like, damn, he keep coming after me. I'll be back. He be tripping.
come on, bro. Honestly, how you gonna let a dude just straight swoop you up and marry you?
Bro, for real.
No resistance whatsoever.
Hey, yo, we was talking
along
about
like,
What about?
that's really bestiality too, bro. When you think about it, he a whole
God.
lizard.
Oh God, no.
At least Mario was human. He a whole lizard. That's like King Kong snatching up old girl.
She probably thought
I
that
can't unsee it now.
if she kissed the dragon, he would turn into a prince. Maybe I don't know.
To a prince, right?
Maybe.
So yeah, we got that's like the long standing one, right? But it's never been uncovered if they really just be getting down like that. It's just he always saving her, you know what I mean? And she give him a little kiss or something, and he be like, all right, I'm about to go fix some more toilets. Who else?
What about Sora and
Link and Zelda.
Oh yeah, Link and Zelda.
I would call him the S word, but that's his band on Twitch, so I'm not gonna say it.
No simp? Oh.
What about Sora and Kyrie? Is their name Kyrie? Sora and Kyrie?
Sora and Kyrie pretty much like Mario and Peach.
Really? See, I don't get it.
No, because if we played the game, they together.
I played the game, but she get lost. He gotta go save her.
Ain't that the purpose of the game?
Please don't remind me.
I mean, that'd be the premise of a lot of games, right?
She caught an Uber. They kidnapped her. He had to put on his big shoes and go catch her.
Go find her. What's wrong with that?
Now she's like,
don't save her.
Nah, you taking
if
me
she
with
don't
you
want to
now.
be saved, don't save.
I'm telling you, Mario, Sora, they some Russell West havens. I'm telling you.
It's a Russell West.
What about we're
Captain
not gonna get into Luigi and Daisy.
Oh, that's the T? I didn't know that.
I didn't
know the T about Luigi and Daisy.
He was all rolling Mario trying to save Prince Peach.
Right.
Luigi was always the dude on the side, like, why I gotta roll with this cat?
Because you got to.
She don't even give me no kiss. She just shake my hand.
Right. She just say GG's and keep it moving.
Thank you very much.
Soon Luigi hit a fall raid for Peach. From Peach. He was like, nah, I ain't going this time, Mario. But Luigi. I
Bro,
ain't going this time, Mario.
bro, when she hit you with the high five and
I
call
ain't
you,
finna be the third wheel, man.
when she hit you with the high five and call you bro, you already know that's that friend zone end zone. Hey, that's my bro. And you really like harboring some feelings. It's like oof. It's like the robot sound. Oof.
I believe Luigi be on the phone, be like, yo, Mario home right now. Go ahead and get her, bro. And just go ahead and get far away. Put this nigga through hell.
That what makes it worse is the fact that they trying to actually kill off Luigi.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
When you think about it, that's so messed up.
Luigi's Mansion. They like, that boy dead. Like,
What?
that's why he's seeing all them ghosts. He in
So
Let's
purgatory.
move on, man. Let's
get into this.
Your mind gone.
Was that 5?
Let's get into this polygamy.
The
Cloud,
what?
Cloud,
Cloud,
and Aerith.
This love triangle, this 3-way, this male.
Who's Cloud
female,
dating? Is
female.
it Tifa? Is it Aerith? Do he like both of them? What is
It's Tifa.
Tifa? Where Aerith come in?
I'm
sound
gonna
black.
argue about that.
Is it really Tifa though? Is it really just Tifa?
Link being with Link having part of Zack in him, Aerith was in love with Zack, and the fact that
Right.
with Zack is Link. I mean,
You mean Cloud?
Cloud is Cloud and Zack. That he's Stefan and Steve, just with 2 different girls.
Oh, is that right?
That's a very good comparison.
Right.
Remember how Steve had Mara and Stefan had Laura?
Laura, yeah. Yeah, Stefan Urkel.
Okay.
Perfect.
But they I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the story too much, but I remember both of them giving them some play. It was a little weird on both their ends.
He grew up with Tifa though.
He grew up with Tifa, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Who else gave him some play?
I got one for video games. This was sort of kind of Master Chief and what's the chick? The hologram chick. What's the chick that's always he had
A hologram?
Yes, he had it. Yes, bro. He had a thing for her. It was getting like that. Like Halo 4.
Tragic.
This is the image right here. If y'all can see my screen. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah,
We see it.
But it's Cloud with Tifa.
I got one.
Oh, I
don't
know
know
what it was. Master Chief and
y'all
Cortana.
clean
That's
it
what
off.
it was.
Who?
Oh, y'all off. Y'all probably wouldn't believe me.
You know what? I just caught that while
This from Mortal
Microsoft
Kombat.
named David. Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
No. This just happened with the DLC with Melina, and this was in the intro.
Well, Melina and Baraka had a relationship.
I mean, ain't they both the same type of
the
creature?
same. I was like, they the same thing.
Yeah, because Melina took off that mask and she was a butterface. Everything looked good, butterface.
Put your mask back on.
I don't know if y'all ever seen Melina with that mask off, but boy,
Fucking man.
every woman's beautiful in their own way.
Straight back over your head.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's what's been going on with these masks lately.
Yeah. Like, she look take that mask off. Like, damn, put that mask back on.
Shoot.
Masks have turned into the dark.
But I think that. Oh, we got to talk about Ellie and her crush. I ain't played The Last of Us 2 yet, so I can't dive into that.
I can't either. I ain't played last.
That's the girl name.
But Ellie and was it Ellie and what's her?
The girl name.
I don't know.
But that's that speaks to that knowing. I thought we said another one. We said another one offline, but I can't remember it though. It was Sonic and Amy, Mario and Peach, Link and Zelda, We did Cloud and Tifa and Aerith, that love triangle. And what
We
was that?
did Sori and Kyrie.
Mhm.
Who else we thought had the hots? And we can move on. Who else had some tension, like in a game? There's some tension there. Dang, I can't think of
One did Leon and the female. I forget the female name.
Ada Wong.
Ada.
Yeah, it was something there. No, we talk about a Double Dragon, Billy and what's his name?
You know what, with me,
Like, who was that girl for, bro? Was she for the streets?
She was for the streets. She wasn't for the boys.
Whoa.
But they was running off to save her every chance they got. Billy, what's his name? Billy and who? Billy and
Billy and Jimmy Lee.
Billy and Jimmy Lee.
Billy and Jimmy were like, man, let's just see what'll happen, bro.
Bro, like, what was gonna they get the girl? Now we gotta fight over who gonna get her. Like, I mean, like, come on. Nothing but knee thrusts everywhere. I've been playing that game as little. Knee thrusts and elbows everywhere. Anyway, what?
I just thought of one. I don't know. I play this thing like every time. Let's talk about Sly Cooper and Carmelita. That was actually toxic though, because she tried to kill him every time.
That was comic. That was like more. Scott Pilgrim was more comic book, and we talking about video games right now.
There was a video game. Yeah.
What is it? Sly Cooper, right? Game?
Yeah.
Sly Cooper?
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, that's a game.
Yeah.
I ain't know Scott Pilgrim.
It was a game before it was a movie.
Yeah.
I
thought it was more of a comic book before it was
Sly Cooper was a Sly Cooper was a game on PlayStation.
Not Sly Cooper. We said
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. No, Scott Pilgrim was a was it a movie first?
No, it was a game. It was a game.
No, he said Sly Cooper.
I thought it was a comic book before it was a game, or
not Sly Pilgrim.
You said Sly Cooper?
Yeah.
Yes, Sly Cooper.
I don't know. I ain't never played not one Sly Cooper game.
I remember Sly Cooper, but I haven't played the game.
I thought Sly Cooper just had like a bunch of friends that was his thieves.
Right.
No, it was a little toxic thing going on with Carmelita. She was the officer that was trying to arrest him all the time. You know, in his head, they were in a relationship. She tried to kill him.
First of all, why didn't name you Carmelita? That's the blackest name I ever heard in my life.
All right, we can move on, but we gotta give Kratos an honorable mention for stepping his game up, because if you remember in God of War, was that 1 or 2 where he was having that, he was knocking all them girls down, and you actually had to participate in the sex, which you had to move your joystick to smash or tap the circle button.
Yes, this is facts.
And then in the last version of God of War, he was burying his beloved wife, so that's growth. Because he went from smashing pros to, you know what I mean, had a kid and, you know, teaching his seed and burying his beloved wife. So that's some growth right there, man.
Say,
he was the god of more than war.
Oh my goodness! All right, man. Comic book romances. Of course,
this list so long.
Peter Parker and Mary Jane and Alicia
Hardy, Peter Parker,
Gwen Stacy.
Are we going our own personal 5 top couples?
Oh, we just name it.
We doing the most common, and then you can like kind of go off on which, you know,
kind of like rapid fire a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just doing
Superman and Wonder Woman.
That's true.
Superman and Wonder Woman. Yep. Well, Superman, Lois Lane, but then Superman and Wonder Woman.
I think him and Diana would have been a really good partnership.
A woman that can handle.
Exactly.
A wild lap ride. Remember a wild lap ride?
Invisible jet in the sky.
That lasso of truth.
Right? You been messing around on me? No, baby, no. Hit him with that lasso.
Like Duffo had sex and caused earthquakes and hurricanes and tsunamis.
Yep.
Why is it thundering and lightning and raining outside? No, that's just a Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman Superman. It's the anniversary.
Wow, what happened to Clark?
He in comic books, so
No hill.
you know, of course, you're gonna say T'Challa and Storm.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
You're gonna say T'Challa and Storm, and you're gonna say
Storm and Wolverine.
Storm and Wolverine. You're gonna
Storm and
say
Wolverine.
Jean
Who would
and
have
Todd.
won that fight though? Who would have won that fight for Storm though? That would be a close one, dog.
Are you talking about
Wolverine
between Wolverine
and Black
and
Panther?
Black Panther?
Dog, you talking to my? Come on, dog. We got a box. Who winning though?
My money. Oh, that's Black Panther.
I don't know. Wolverine can regenerate though, and he got adamantium claws. You know,
It ain't vibranium.
No, vibranium
that's
is
true.
is stronger than titanium though.
Yeah.
No, adamantium.
But I'm just saying
adamantium.
I think adamantium is an earth metal, and then vibranium, of course, is a space metal. So I'm going with.
But you know, Hulk did rip Wolverine
That
in half and throw his
regeneration,
body
though,
down
bro.
the Madden.
Huh?
And Hulk did rip Wolverine in half, and Wolverine climbed and got his torso and got his legs and healed himself.
Man, he disemboweled that boy one time. So yeah, I mean, he's pretty durable. Hulk just ate him one time.
Storm gonna be like, enough. Hit both of them with some lightning and ice.
Yeah, she can be both of them though. She on that level.
Oh, since we talking about Storm, did anybody read relationship between Thor and Storm?
I never knew that.
Thunder powers.
That's T.
All right.
It's a
They snuck that in there.
all over the solar system.
Exactly.
He was really impressed by her. Like her thunder powers were actually more powerful than him.
Oh, I can see them getting off on something weird like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby, I got that thunder for you, baby. Yeah, you ain't doing that yet though.
Hit him with the hammer.
Yeah, they both in here.
That thunderclap.
They both in the bedroom.
That thunderclap.
Shocking.
Batman and Catwoman.
Batman and Felicia.
Catwoman.
Batman and Batgirl.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst one.
Wayne had his pick of the litter. Huh?
Wait, what?
He got the child support.
Y'all remember Batman Hush?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talia won when she got the child support.
Yeah, Talia got the baby out of him.
Why did I thought I just heard with condoms? Like condoms made from Wakanda.
I was saying Batman Hush. I was saying in Batman Hush, Damien was telling Bruce to wear a condom.
Situations.
Yo.
Where my brain?
What condoms forever? No babies.
No condoms, purple.
Keep this man in
Oh, be glowing.
What condoms forever? No babies.
Nightwing and Starfire.
Yep.
Well, you got Nightwing and Batgirl,
Raven and
Nightwing and Starfire. Yeah.
Hey.
Nightwing, yeah.
Raven and
Beast Boy.
Yeah, Beast Boy.
Yo, these folks got around in these comic books.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
Boy, you don't even know.
I think in Robin and Poison Ivy
is
had
like the
something,
worst,
I
though.
think.
Yo,
Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing.
Robin, Dick Grayson hit Harley Quinn. He hit Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
He hit Barbara. He was flirting with Catwoman. Almost she
Talk about Cyclops the sicko.
Cyclops and Jean.
Cyclops the sicko. When he lost Jean, this boy was.
Who did he have a baby by? I
forgot.
forgot.
That was so emo.
He was
He was up here trying to get Jean speared into somebody else just so he can have her. I mean, come on, bro, for real.
No. Who did he have?
Rogan Gambit.
Rogan Gambit.
I forgot who he had a kid by.
And
he had a lot of kids.
He had a kid. He had a kid by a clone of Jean.
Yeah.
And then she come back after the fact. It was in one of them comments he had a baby by another mutant, and then she came back.
Yeah, I think that's when they cloned her.
Yeah. That's when they had clone Jean.
Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy.
That sounds like a
who is
Say
poisonous
again?
relationship.
Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy? What about who is Starfire always annoying on Teen
Freaking two
Titans?
babies.
Robin.
Yeah, Starfire was all obsessed over Robin. That was like the Sakura and Sasuke thing almost. We
But they
don't
were
get
in a
on anime
relationship
yet.
though.
Did nobody
Weren't
show
they?
more love for that girl than Beast Boy? My boy been dropping hits for Raven.
Yeah.
He got catching villains.
Yeah, I remember that.
My boy dropping hits.
I
Beast
bet
Boy
that
and
was a
Terror does not
nasty.
count.
I bet that was a nasty house.
Well, Beast Boy and Terror do count.
They don't count. No, it don't. Does it?
What?
Even though she was
Beast Boy and
using
Terror.
him. Even though she was using him, I mean,
It does count because they were technically in a relationship.
it was just toxic.
Yeah, it's just a toxic relationship.
I mean, like, give it Batman relationship with Catwoman, toxic.
Hold on, y'all.
Like, there's plenty of toxic relationships in these comics.
Ooh, Harley Quinn and Joker, number one.
Number one toxic relationship.
Number one. The epitome of toxic.
The example of toxic relationship. You got a picture of Harley Quinn and the Joker.
Exactly.
Let's
Like,
talk.
he didn't-
But facts about that though, they had a kid and she hid it from the Joker.
What?
Right.
No, LaCroix, he went on and grabbed the lemon lime with a twist.
There's a little Sprite. Little bubbly. We talked about Joker and Harley Quinn toxic ass relationship yet?
Yeah, just on that.
Okay.
I was saying that they had a baby,
Like-
but Harley hid it from him.
Joker pushed Harley out a window, broke pretty much every bone. Joker pushed Harley out a window because she
It was close.
She captured Batman and called and told him, and he was mad because he wanted to capture Batman, and that her plan was better than his. He pushed her out the window, broke all her bones in her body. She go to Arkham. She bandaged and sinked and cast all up, and she talking to herself saying she done. Next thing you know, she sees her flowers up there that said, "Hope you feel better, Pooh."
Mhm.
And now she was just like, "Oh, he's so wonderful." Toxic.
What about if you think you're lonely now? What about Black Widow?
And who?
That's what I'm saying. She was for the streets.
No, well, one time
No.
I read one.
She
where
was with everybody.
She had a relationship with Tony.
Exactly. With Tony.
Had a relationship with everybody.
She was the Hulk Whisperer at one time. Her and Hawkeye.
But they couldn't do anything because whenever the Hulk got excited,
I don't think her and
he goes
Hawkeye
into-
did nothing.
They didn't because the Hulk can't get excited and Hulk out.
Clint wasn't gonna cheat on his wife. I don't see that happening.
Exactly.
But that's one of
MCU
Black
though.
Widow's passive abilities is seduction. You wouldn't have a
But
choice.
she didn't seduce Hawkeye though.
She gonna get you, bro. She'll get you.
All right, what we doing next? We doing
anime.
TV shows.
Yeah, anime.
I'm just bringing out wild ones.
Yeah,
anime.
we do-
I don't.
Just do
All
anime
right,
and
so-
TV shows together.
So what I didn't do is go.
Look, he got his list.
I
on this one.
did. I did one that was, a mainstream anime, but most of the ones I did would probably be the ones that most people don't know. So
But-
I did Ed and Winry from Full Metal Alchemist. Kamina and Yoko from Gurren Lagann. Tatsumi and Mine from Kagami Akami got killed. Now let's see if y'all remember these names. Usagi and Mamoru. Y'all know who they actually are?
You
No.
you said it wrong.
Usagi. I said Usagi. My bad.
You said it wrong. Yeah.
Usagi and Mamoru.
I wanted to talk about that so bad, but it's like kind of disturbing.
Do y'all know? I mean, I know.
Well, let's go over the common ones first.
All right, so
There was a
common
comment.
Well,
So we're gonna do. So is
Vegeta and
Bulma
Bulma.
and Vegeta and Bulma. But she was really the one that kept it together, man. Because that boy, if it wasn't for her, he was like, you could run the streets with your thug. Like he was like a thugging out there, and she calmed him down all the way, bro. Like
Did
if
she
it
though?
wasn't for her,
they're
Vegeta
actually,
would be a wild man.
you know what? They're actually my favorite anime. Those two.
Couple? Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
those
Yeah,
are my.
mine too.
Goku
That would
and
be
Chi.
my
I love
main one.
Vegeta and
My-
Bulma.
All right, so with the common
Chi-Chi
ones, you got Vegeta.
Chi-Chi was
Oh,
so
no.
bossy, and Goku was so dumb.
No.
I don't want.
Chi-Chi.
I never understood their relationship. I don't even know
Goku
how
never
they really
kissed her.
had kids.
He was so
Goku
stupid.
never kissed this
Chi-Chi
woman.
made
I'm just
Goku.
I
saying.
remember watching Dragon Ball
Chi-Chi.
Super, and Goku was so dumb. I was like, dang, I didn't realize how dumb Goku was.
Chi-Chi made Goku marry her because Goku didn't know what marriage was when they were kids, and she told Chi-Chi made him promise to marry her, so he made him honor her promise. I mean, his promise he made to her. Goku had no idea what marriage was, sex was. He had no idea what a relationship was. He had no idea he was in a relationship with Chi
He
Chi.
was so stupid.
But
Who
you
else?
got to look at it. Goku grew up in the woods with his grandpa Goten.
That's
So
crazy.
Grandpa
Gohan.
Gohan. My bad. I'm
Gohan.
supposed to be the Dragon Ball aficionado, and I said Goten. But then you got Gohan and Videl. So Dragon Ball you got Android 18 and Krillin.
Mm-hmm.
You got
I got a stick spot.
Lunch and
I'm gonna
Tien.
say my number one, the one that started me off on anime, period. Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask.
I
That was
figured
it.
you were gonna say that.
That's
That's
what he said.
Usagi
Yeah.
and Mamoru.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
But
bringing it to America.
then you got oh god, how
What
his
about
name?
Yusuke and Keiko?
Who does Sakura end up with?
Sakura ended up with Sasuke.
She ended up with Sasuke. See, I didn't watch.
So you got Sakura and
Shippuden or
Sasuke.
anything.
You got
Minato
Hinata.
and Kushina.
Yeah, you got
Naruto and Hinata.
Naruto and Hinata. So you got
Yeah,
Naruto.
I figured they were gonna be. I
You
gotta finish
got
watching Naruto.
the one from Naruto, well, Boruto that caught me off guard was Ino and Sai. That really caught me off guard.
Not really.
But then
Not
you got
really.
then you got Hiro, Yui, and Relina Peacecraft from Gundam Wing. Who else? It's a lot of ones.
Inuyasha and Kagome.
Inuyasha and Kagome.
That's my last one. Mm-hmm.
What about Yusuke and
They
Keiko?
just
Yeah,
so
Yusuke
they
and
feel
Keiko.
like too.
Like
They still be fighting.
my boy Tenchi Muyo was out there pimping, so he was just like, I'm for the streets.
I
Tenchi
think his
was like,
relationship was with Ayaka though.
I thought
man,
it was
Tenchi
Ryoko.
was for the streets.
I picked Ryoko.
I said I was saying it. I think it was Ayaka because he was kind of patrol to her, with the rules and everything.
Then you got Maka and Soul from Soul Eater. My boy, I keep forgetting his name. Oh, then you got Orihime and
Ichigo.
Ichigo, yeah, Orihime and Ichigo. Even though it looked like Ichigo was in a love triangle too, with Rukia and Orihime. But then Orihime had a female that was in love with her too. So everybody
I
just
wanna
wanted
ask, is Midoriya in a relationship?
who?
Midoriya with
Him and what's the girl that can float name?
yeah,
They got attention. They like
but
each other.
it's not a relationship. So
It's not official yet.
I don't think. Do you think it's ever gonna become that?
Later.
If it keep going, it's gonna become that.
Later.
And, like it's a lot of anime, saying relationship. I forget the characters from names from Yeah, man, my mind just going blank.
It's so many to come up with.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of 'em, man. My mind just going blank. But you know what I'm saying? The list long, put it this way, the list long in anime. Every anime
Yeah,
got
I was gonna
stuff.
say that. I was gonna say because anime kind of like that's kind of what a lot of what the series based it around is like a love story or something like that, or that's what kind of pushes sometimes the story. So yeah, it's easy to do. You'll be all day naming anime romances and stuff like that. As far as like TV shows or cartoons, of course we know all the turtles had a crush on April. Who was it? He-Man and what was it?
No, He-Man and She-Ra. He-Man and She-Ra were brother and sister.
No,
they were brother.
Who was He-Man?
They're twin. He was man. I forget her name, but Man at Arm's daughter.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on, I'm finna tell you her. I'm finna tell you her
it.
name. Give me 1 second.
Who else on the cartoons? What was the Smurfs that I forgot the Smurfs name? They liked each other.
Smurfette was for the streets.
Yes, Smurfette was out there, bro. It wasn't no romance. It wasn't no romance going on there.
She was made by the evil guy to seduce Smurfs to come over to the dark side.
And that's how it be.
Okay, so it was He-Man and Tila.
Yeah. Who?
It was He-Man and Tila.
Red Sonja and Conan.
Yeah. But yeah, He-Man and Adam and Tila, and then when she found out he was He-Man, you know what I'm saying? That's when she really felt, because Tila really didn't care for Adam, but she started to grow to care for Adam because she felt Adam was weak. Because every time something happened, Adam would run by the power of Grayskull.
Right,
so when
right.
She found out, she thought he was a coward. So when she found out he was He-Man, then that's when all of it came together. And then Man at Arms and the Sorceress, because Tila is the Sorceress and Man at Arms' daughter. So when all her armor changed and she put on the Falcon armor and she had her staff is the Cobra head, it's because she finds out she's the daughter of the Sorceress, and the Sorceress, tells her she has powers also. So
as far as
Skeletor and Evil Lyn. Because before Skeletor face got melted off, him and Evil Lyn had a thing. When Skeletor face got melted off, he was just like, man, I ain't got no heart no more. I don't care about nobody. I ain't got no face. I ain't got no heart.
And we got the class. Of course, you got your Urkel and your Lisa.
Kelly and Zach.
Topanga and Corey.
Topanga and Corey.
That was the ultimate one right there, bro.
Topanga and Corey, man. Tell me you are interested. Well, I'm gonna say Penny and Leonard is number 2. Because Penny, like, Leonard chased Penny until he won. Like, he pulled Leonard was the white Steve Urkel, like, to get her.
Right.
Sheldon got tricked into a relationship.
Freaking what's the one-on-one? What is it? What's his name? What's the
name?
I can't think of their name right now. I can see their face. Yeah. I know his government name, but I don't know his character name right now.
Robert Ricard is his real name, ain't it?
No, it's like Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard.
Pretty guy.
Richard.
I
forget their names.
You got. Then you got
Slater and Jesse.
And Jesse. You got Pat.
I hated them together.
I'm so excited.
What about Overton and Sinclair?
Overton and Sinclair was a thing. You had Pam and Martin and Gina.
Martin and Gina.
I mean,
wait, who?
Not really.
Let me ask you this. Okay, Will Smith had baddies. He had Jada on there. He had Tyra Banks on there. He had.
I don't remember Jada on there.
But
He did have
it's
Jada
Will
on there,
and
Yeah, he
didn't
had
Lisa.
Jada on it. Yeah, he had Jada on
He had
there.
Yeah,
Jada
Will
on
and
there.
them.
on there.
He had Jada on
But
there.
it really
Yep.
boiled
Because I
down to
thought
Will
Jada
and
was too
Lisa.
short
No.
to be his girlfriend. I think Jada on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because they said she was too
Yeah,
short
she
to be his
was.
girlfriend.
No,
She was on the
Now I
episode
remember
because she was real sassy with him.
Yeah.
He had like the
Yeah.
he had the who's
no,
he had the
no,
who's
no,
who
no, no.
of
Was it
black
like
female
the
actors on this show.
wait? Was it like
Had
an early
Vivica
episode?
Fox on there.
Yeah, it was an early
Cause
episode.
Because Vivica,
No, that's the girl
Vivica,
from that was that girl from Different World. What's it? Whitley.
No,
yeah,
that's
she was
that
on
was-
there.
She
She
was
was
on
on there.
Jada
Jada was on
never
there.
on Fresh Prince. Y'all can look it up. Look it up.
Yeah,
Was
Jada
she?
was never on there.
Because she was
Oh,
too
she was on
short.
Fresh Prince.
He was like, "Oh, I can't get it on my show. I'm gonna get it in real life."
I guess.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air almost cast. Wait, hold on. Why I didn't?
But she was too
Really?
short.
I could have
I'm
sworn.
saying
We thinking
I
about
could
his
have
real
swore
life.
I seen him.
exactly.
Oh no, was it Nia Long?
Yeah, it was
Nia
Nia
Long
Long.
was
Yes,
Nia
it was
Long.
Nia
Nia
Long.
Long. That's who it was.
Yeah,
That's
Nia
what I
was who he was
said,
with
because
for the rest
Yeah,
Lisa.
that boy had Nia. He
That
had
was it.
Tyra. He had girl from Different World. That boy
Yes.
had a lot
He
of
had
them.
Vivica. The
He was
fun,
for
like
the
the
streets.
funniest relationship he had on there was with Vivica Fox to me because they got the earthquake happened. They were stuck in the basement, and she was taking off her fingernails and stuff, and she took off her wig.
No.
and
That wasn't Vivica. That was Tisha Campbell. That
Oh,
was Tisha
sure
Campbell.
was.
That yeah.
That
Vivica was the
Yeah.
one that got with Carlton in the early episodes because she was Jazz's sister, I believe. And Carlton put her in the place.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was Vivica.
Bam. That
The one
was
with Tisha Campbell was funny because Will put the wig on his head and started singing songs like Prince.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that boy he was for the streets too. He had a lot of them on there.
Definitely for the streets.
He was the embodiment of entanglement before the word became famous. So.
Right, that boy was entangled before he got entangled for real. Love you, Will. If you ever see this, love you.
Back up, didn't we? All right, man.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about let's see here. Let's see. Where should we go with this? Let's talk about WandaVision.
I was gonna give him a podcast deal. What's his production company? Overstreet or something? Overbrook. I was gonna give him a deal till I seen that.
Will was at the show. He was looking at Jada because when they talk about how they got together, Will was over there pretty much saying, you know, I ain't gotta say too much from the look in your eyes. I can tell you
All right, let's move on.
WandaVision.
All right, let's talk about WandaVision. So, episode 5 and 6.
Speaking of love and being in love and couples,
toxicity and
yeah,
kidnapping other people and stuff like that.
It wasn't toxic at first, but
It really was.
but it really was though. It really was.
A little
You
bit
want
of
to
news.
kidnap a whole city?
Yeah.
no,
a little bit of news
I'm
related
saying
to
when Wanda and Vision first got
WandaVision?
together, it wasn't toxic.
You mean in the
Oh, yeah.
you mean in the show or just in general?
In the movie.
Just in general.
Yeah.
No. The whole
And
relationship
we didn't
wasn't
mention them in
toxic.
the top 5 comic things for a reason because we're gonna talk about them now.
Yeah. Some news about WandaVision though. The last 3 episodes will be 1 hour. So just FYI.
Man, good.
goodness.
They've been jipping, bro.
Like they go off and it's like wait,
Wait,
what? What's happening?
How many episodes are we getting?
3 more.
9 total.
Oh, it's a 9? I thought it was 8.
9.
I thought it was gonna
Nine.
say that 9 was gonna be like a bonus episode or something like that.
Not really.
Either way, it's 9.
But I know Mr. Guy that plays Vision. I don't know if he was really talking about the person that showed up. Yeah, I don't know if he was talking about who showed up in this episode, but he said there's somebody he hasn't worked with that he's thrilled to be working with on how this, and they classified it as like it's a Luke Skywalker moment in WandaVision. So
You mean there's more Luke Skywalker moments?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's probably Benedict because they've never worked together. because they never were, even though they were on both in Endgame, they never did any scenes with each other.
Benedict
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, they never did
Oh,
any
you-
scenes together.
Oh, okay.
So let's
Man,
start
bro.
from episode 5 and work our way
Yeah.
to 6.
Let's start with 5.
Somebody start
So
navigating
many rabbit holes, man.
Because 5 is very foggy for me because it's only been like 2 weeks ago.
Before
come
we
on.
start, man, y'all know how people be watching YouTube conspiracy videos and then they go to their friends and think they just know everything. I was watching some YouTube conspiracies on these WandaVision shows, and I don't know, man. It's a lot, bro. It's like I feel like I need to have on a Marvel kufi right now. Well, I do. It's a Marvel hat, but it's like I feel like Dr. Umar of this WandaVision right now. Like,
Dr. Umar.
bro, it's so much. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all start.
Let's see, with 5. Okay, 5 was a take off of. It was a take
The
off.
boys growing up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a take off.
Mhm.
Like, no, this is not the Modern Family one. The Modern Family one is this one is coming up. This is the one
This
that's
is
based on.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 is Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the
There we go.
Middle.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Right.
5 is Full House.
5 is Full House.
Yeah, Full House and another show.
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Yeah.
Yeah, Growing Pains.
Not for 5. It was something else.
Yeah, so it
Is
was
it
okay,
alive?
this episode was where they
No,
found
it was
boys
a
found
sitcom, not a-
the boys found the dog, and so wanted to keep the dog. It basically, in gist of it, Vision is becoming more woke
Right.
to what's going on.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, what it is, trying to piece together everything, because it's just certain stuff that's just hitting at certain things that are making him like, wait.
Yeah, and then so the dog runs outside, and of course, Quicksilver is there. And
That's the very last moment.
That's the very last moment.
yeah, that's very. I'm thinking about 6, but they, what I'm saying, Sword sends in a drone, and Wanda pretty much just says, "Screw it, let me go out here." She shoots down the drone and she drags it through the hex, and she pretty much
warns
like,
them, and then
and
her
warns-
accent comes back.
yeah,
Let's talk about the fact that we also see that once she's came out of the hex, that she has had a moment with Hayward. Like, this ain't their first time seeing each other.
No.
yeah.
Of course not, because she had to go get Vision out the whole little sword lab.
Yeah,
But we
and they
didn't
showed
know
it. Yeah, when I mentioned that
course.
scene like
Yep.
But
2
It was
episodes
supposed to
ago.
be a
Yeah.
bonus thing. It was supposed to be a bonus
just-
thing.
It was supposed to be a bonus
facility-
scene it was supposed to be a bonus scene for Endgame, and they saved it for this.
Now they're gonna show everything she's done wrong, but they're not gonna show everything he's done wrong. It's just like with
Oh,
Bruce
it's getting
Banner.
there.
Oh yeah, it is.
But we
But
can
see-
find kind of tension with Hayward. Like, he was kind of crooked. Like,
But the
From the
thing,
He was
but
crooked
it's,
from the beginning.
but it's not really just Hayward though. So like when the comics, Sword is not like Shield. Shield is trying to do everything kind of like by the book. Sword does anything by any means necessary. That is their
Pretty
credo.
much.
So they don't care. So they do a lot of stuff that makes
And-
you think like, dang, that was like the wrong way they did that, but they accomplished what they needed to accomplish. So you're gonna see that. That's not the
But-
first time
and
you're gonna see
then-
that.
and you also
And
notice
then Sword is kind of like Hayward. Sword has a thing against, pretty much mutant metahumans, so they really don't care for the humans with special powers. They don't. Well, I'm gonna say Hayward and people around him. They kind of like the general. I forget his name. General that has a thing that had.
I think Hayward's gonna end up being that catalyst, is that like that person that you had in X-Men that was like the freaking mutant
Yeah.
leader, pretty much. I think that's kind of like what
The
they're gonna
senator.
kinda,
What was the senator's name?
like-
That's
like-
that was,
yeah, I know you're talking about the senator. Yeah, I think he's gonna be kind of
Oh.
like that catalyst for that type of person.
because
Yeah.
also notice like how hard he was trying to like dehumanize her in a way. Like,
yeah, because he don't feel. The thing is, and this is what's gone. Like this is a common theme between even in DC and Marvel comics. the regular humans who are used to being in control because they have either military power or something like that, when these superhumans come through that can pretty much crush the military and make them like second class citizens, they take offense to it because they have no control over those people. They lose their control and their power because of the fact that these people are
because the only
super.
people they really had to deal with was Iron Man, which they were trying to use him to make us give us super soldiers to and then you had Shield, and they were trying to, in a sense, sort of kind of trying to tame,
Utilize them.
try to utilize and try to tame Shield as well, so they could try to control them in certain ways with the Jacoby Accords and all that type of stuff. So, but now you got somebody that's straight up powers and it's like, okay, how we deal with this?
Omega level.
Well, yes, definitely Omega
Right.
level.
Monica powers are kind of revealed when we look at her blood work.
Yeah.
Yeah, her blood
6
work
is
is
Five.
changing.
Yeah. She
That's
might
that's
become
5 and
episode
6.
She might become Photon.
Not no might. She is.
Yeah.
Well, she was actually Captain Marvel before Captain Marvel was Captain
Marvel. Yeah. Well, she
So
won't
they
be.
just
She won't
they
be. She won't
switching
be.
it up.
She won't be Photon because I think her mom was classified. If you look at her mom's name, in parentheses, her nickname was Photon. So it'll
Yeah.
be more Captain. It'll be the next other Captain Marvel.
She got
I don't know. They might just to
Oh.
keep that confusion for those that aren't into the comic lore. They might just go ahead and name her Photon. You know what I'm saying? Because Brie Larson is still Captain Marvel, so they
Yeah,
may
in
just
this
go that
MCU.
route. And that's
Well,
why.
we about to
That's
have.
why.
We about to have 3 in Captain Marvel too. They're gonna have Miss Marvel and Brie Larson and Monica as well. They're gonna all 3 be in Captain Marvel too. So
Yeah.
No.
So what I mean, the thing is, they trying to
the
because
Marvelverse.
if they was gonna do it that way, with making her Captain Marvel, they would have did Monica Rambeau first, but they came with Brie. They came with Brie Larson's Captain Marvel first. So with her following up, they would need to change the name to Photon, and then Miss Marvel gonna come along. So
She'll probably pass
it
on.
just makes
She'll
sense
probably
the
pass
way.
on the mantle if what you call it. Whatever what may happen. She may pass on the mantle to her, and she can call herself Captain Marvel. But that's literally how she got her name. I mean, Marvel. Come on.
So they're saying that this version of what's his name of Quicksilver is a smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
Like just because he's from the Fox universe, he's not really her brother.
well, what they saying is that and when you listen to the show, he was just like last thing he remembered was getting shot. And next thing you know, he heard her calling to him, and he came, but he had a different face.
But also part of that, also part of that too, though. She said that she doesn't know how she did all of this anyway, so it's a part of the messed up part of how did she create what she created, and she don't even know. Like the explanation they kind of gave is like it's just part of what happened.
Yeah,
he looks different.
So but the thing is, the theories that I was listening to saying that the events after Ultron, when she went on the run after killing all those people, like she went in a hiding and she probably consumed a bunch of like sitcoms and like television shows, and that embedded in her subconscious and created this realm.
Because when her and Vision are in the hotels, that's all they're watching is TV. They're not going anywhere or doing anything.
That's true.
Right.
All they're doing is watching TV. So, and then, you think about it. Wanda is having a Jean Grey moment when Jean Grey became Phoenix.
Right. We were talking about that earlier today, Hunting.
Like how
Jean Grey and Wanda.
Like she snapped, and that's what Wanda doing, because at the end of the episode, when Vision is trying to get out of the hex, she finally knows she can control the hex, and she just pushes it out as far as she can.
Expands it out.
Rumor is that they may expand the world, which is almost kind of how.
Yeah, they're going to. Who's the guy
with powers? X-Men.
Who's the guy we were watching today? So he had a wild theory, man. He's saying Quicksilver wasn't Quicksilver, but Quicksilver was really Mephisto.
Yeah, so the thing is, before the show started, the casting for him, supposedly he's been casted as Nightmare.
Yeah, they said Nightmare too.
So,
but it's two different ones though, because Mephisto is like a devil. And you make sort of type of deals.
Yeah, he is the devil.
It's the devil of the MCU. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you make deals with him to like try and get everything you want. Yeah. And then his little shards are supposed to be like the kids. So that's why the children are so important. And you keep hearing them say the children or the little dudes, or because you hear that quote like twice with the mailman and with Quicksilver.
And then he said, go wreak havoc, my hell spawns. Remember when he sent him to go get the candy? He was like, "Go wreak havoc, my little hell spawns."
Yeah,
it's a lot of like it was like, but it's like you watch the episode and you're like, "Oh, this is a show," but like it was getting broken down. It was like bars on bars on bars. Like every little thing he said was like a key.
Yeah.
Remember, they were saying that they don't know if they're gonna make it like into Nightmare of Mephisto because wild theory, because of the Chinese audience.
House of M.
But they're saying the Chinese market is not gonna buy it, so they're not gonna make them Mephisto. That was a wild theory.
The fact that the Quicksilver and the Fox Quicksilver, I like the fact that they brought his personality.
Yeah,
he was the better one out of the two.
Yeah.
Because because when you think about I forget which X-Men it is when the mansion is blowing up, how he pretty much put his headphones in and just go in and save everybody.
It was the last one. It was Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was Apocalypse. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like it was that scene was dope, but it was funny too because the little side stuff he was doing.
Yeah, yeah. When they first met him and all the stuff he was doing in the kitchen when he was helping. Them, they're trying to
moonwalking.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me say this real quick. There was a clue in episode 2 when they were at the pool party, gathering, saying like the devil is in the details. There was actually a clue for like all the episodes, and then you realize that we also have this Quicksilver because he's coming from a universe where he's also faster than the one from Age of Ultron.
I like with all these theories, knowing Marvel, knowing Feige, they'll let us think that this is the way they going, and Feige
and it's something else different.
It's totally different.
That's why I don't think that I don't think the Fox Quicksilver is really
Quicksilver. I had that theory from the moment they brought him. So as soon as I saw him and they said he was casted, I was like,
But that's why I'm saying Feige probably anticipated us as viewers will probably have all these theories saying that he ain't really Quicksilver, he's somebody else. And all the while, he is actually Quicksilver.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be that too.
And to kind of debunk that, Quicksilver is he just moves at the speed of sound. Yeah. So I don't think one is faster than the other. Like that's his power. He moves at the speed of sound.
What else was up? The engineer line.
Yeah.
Beast.
I don't think it's Beast. I don't think it's
okay. Here's why he might be right. Here's why he might be right. Because Beast works for Sword in the comics. He works for Sword. That is one reason why. I know we want to say Reed Richards, but I don't think they're giving us Reed Richards.
We also want to say,
I don't think it's Reed either. It's too early for Reed.
I don't think it's Reed.
They said it was going to be Ironheart too. Too early in the name.
It's too early for Reed.
It's a guy. Because she said it's a guy. So I didn't think it was Reed. But just thinking about I'm thinking, but thinking about what they're dealing with, it was either going to be Doctor Strange or Beast. Just thinking about what
But
they're
he's not.
dealing
But
with.
Doctor Strange he's not a what is
Arrow,
he's not a
science,
Yeah, he's
something.
yeah. He's his
no,
hands. He's just a surgeon. Yeah.
Yeah. Doctor
No,
Strange is a
well,
surgeon.
he's a
but what I was
neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
That's
thinking,
right.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
neurosurgeon.
but what I was thinking about is the fact that he can open up portals to different dimensions. So if he needs,
That's too early.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be all.
That's too early.
That's gonna
That's
probably
gonna
more
be
likely
in-
be episode. This is probably gonna cliffhanger to episode 9, and we have to wait literally
9.
a whole year for
Yeah.
Doctor Strange 2,
But,
which is in March of 2022.
Yeah.
what my theory is that he can, since it's hard for them to get in now, he can just open up a portal and go into the Hex. Is why I'm saying that's probably why she was saying, I know a guy that can help us with that. He doesn't, because he can open up portals and go to anywhere on Earth. So
But he's not an engineer though.
Yeah.
I know he's not an engineer, but you know what I'm saying. I guess she did give a specific detail of the type of guy that can work with that. I mean, I know we want it to be Reed. It probably
you thought that was gonna be the Luke Skywalker moment?
What, Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be it towards episode 9. It's gonna be episode 9. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We already know Strange is probably gonna show up because it ties to his movie.
But I have to say this. John Krasinski has shaved and he's had his beard for almost like 5 years and he got the Reed Richards haircut. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying.
Reed didn't go gray. Reed didn't go gray until they had to get the gray streaks until they went into the Cosmic Storm, because
that could also be CGI, didn't it?
Yeah.
No,
but then they also have to do because remember they said before the whole conversation about the engineer, when they were walking down the hallway, they said we're hiring or looking for more space explorer because after the snap, a lot of them are traumatized and don't want to do anything. So therefore, you bring in the Fantastic Four to go do space exploration, and voila.
But it could be. But when you think about it, it could be Reed Richards or I forget Dr. Doom's real name. It could be either one of them.
Victor Von Doom.
They mentioned him already too. She was trying to get her brother to remember the kid with the stuff on his face.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They mentioned Doom.
She was like, remember the guy that was always trying to steal your boots? The guy that always had the stuff on his face?
That's right. They are from
It could be Doom also. Because Doom was a pretty decent person until he got affected by the
and he was a scientist.
Yeah. Him and Reed were partners.
Yep.
So it could be Victor Von Doom.
Same thing. It could be.
But
so it could be Doom or it could be Beast.
I don't think it's Doom though. And this is why. Because Riri was the one to bring Doom to what is known as S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
In the comics, yes.
And that was her first introduction into the comic world. And he thought she was Iron Man, but Iron Man is dead. And
so Tony was Victor went to go see Stark, right? Or did he see him in a dream? I can't remember.
He was like hallucinating.
Yeah, but he went to Stark. He had on Stark tech. He was wearing Stark tech. That's why she thought he was Tony. Yeah. She was like, Tony? I'm like, no, it's Victor.
No, he thought she was Stark.
Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So this can go so many different ways.
He can.
I mean, because in the Marvel universe, there are a lot of scientists.
Yeah.
That were like super smart.
Crap time.
Mm-hmm.
So we could be thinking about everybody and they may throw us for a loop. That's
somebody else.
That's the thing.
They may throw in Blue Marvel.
Well, we know it's a guy. We know it's gonna be a guy, not a female, because she specifically said she knows a guy.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is my history with knowing what Feige going,
I don't
knowing
think
how
she said a
Feige
guy.
Did
she
she say?
She
did.
said a guy. I thought she said, I just know an engineer that could probably help us with
No,
that.
because in the last episode, she was like, "My
Huh?
guy is out." In the last episode, she said, "My guy is on his way."
Oh,
So my
okay.
thing is with Feige, since we start getting into the
It's
MCU,
crazy.
Feige has always thrown us for a loop.
Yeah, he always
Everything we make every time we make a theory, Feige comes through and say, "No, this is what I want to do."
Yeah.
That's what's so special about the MCU. You think it's going one way, and then it turns you all the way around to something else.
Because we didn't have plenty of theories over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like with Civil War, then nobody knows Spider-Man was coming into the loop until the very last minute.
Yeah. Trying to see. I mean, aside from that, I'm trying to think. Is anything else that really happened?
One thing I did notice with Agnes is her brooch is gone.
She had it back though.
Not on the witch scene when she was in the car and she was lost. She was like, when she woke up, she was like her necklace was gone.
Right.
She had her necklace throughout the whole episodes. That last episode when she got lost, she didn't have her necklace on.
I got some.
And then with,
did y'all see who Wanda and Pietro were dressed as in their costume flashback? But they trick or treating.
Yeah, they were just the original. Yeah, it was
the original.
Nick Fury.
So Black Widow and
Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Where? When?
The trick or treat episode with the fish.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, he was dressed as Nick Fury, and they were saying it could have been because she had on like some little curly antenna things.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying, and they said about the dog, the little twins had that was Vision's dog. Like Vision had a robotic dog.
Oh, yeah.
That ate some type of weird flower or something.
It was playing in the movie theaters behind them while they was walking.
Yeah, and they said
the Incredibles.
In the
remember? Yeah, in the movies. In the movies. Remember what was the movies that was playing? The
Incredibles and the Parent Trap.
And the Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Everything is a dang on clue, dog. This show is crazy.
It just makes you think.
Yeah.
It's just designed to make you think and designed to make you like throw out.
But I didn't know I had to go into watching it. Like now I gotta. Before I was just watching it I was taking it at face value until my eyes got open recently. Now I'm knowing I gotta watch each episode and pay attention to everything.
And the thing is, everything is like that until a lot of people don't think of it that way, but a lot of stuff is like that until you think about it. Because like just real quick, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they're trying to stop the recreation of the super soldier serum again. And Cap is number one. You know who Weapon X is.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Oh yeah. And they did do the same war.
Everything is the same serum. Hulk is part of the weapons program. He just didn't know he was working on that because Thunderbolt Ross didn't tell him what he was working on.
Yeah, that's his name, Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah. He already he is already, well, a lot of people don't know this. He's already Red Hulk already. If you think about it, because he drank the soda at the end that had his blood in it. He's already consumed what you call it already. So Thunderbolt Ross is already Red Hulk already.
Another little hint that somebody pointed out in that episode where Quicksilver said you can't kill your dead. What he say? You can't kill your dead husband twice.
And she popped him.
Oh yeah.
And on the tombstone, on the left tombstone, it says not on her side or not her friend or something like that. On that tombstone, if you freeze it on the left one, there's some text there that says not on her side. Meaning that because they were saying that he kept saying like he come off friendly. Yeah. But if you really pay attention to what he's saying some spicy stuff to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that one pissed her off. So they're saying that
you might take it as sarcasm, but
it's really like I'm throwing jabs at you.
Come on now. How he literally straight up avoided her last question. He didn't even answer it. He glazed over it like nothing. Just didn't say anything.
That's crazy.
I don't think it's him. I don't think it's the Quicksilver from Fox.
Oh no, I don't think it is.
It's somebody else.
It's the smoke and mirrors, man. It's the smoke and mirrors
for sure. All right, man. So today, Justice League Snyder Cut trailer dropped.
Oh, that bad boy looked nice, man.
Yes, it did. And so there's a lot to like. So I mean, when you look at the trailer, there's so much stuff that.
Exactly. This is a whole new movie. This isn't even put into categorized as the same movie. This is two different movies.
They show the end, BBS, who dies, how he died, how it affected everything.
The god is dead. I had a dream.
I know part of the premise of like
almost like a premonition.
Much about the like I know y'all like the dark future. So supposedly the plan
there's an attack coming.
If Snyder stayed,
my lord,
originally,
this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down a charging bull and don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
Even in the comics and the cartoons, Deathloop got exiled, man.
He said the age of heroes would never come again.
We got the Black Suit Superman.
It has to.
Like we always said that was in there.
We live in a society.
We got a glimpse of
where honor
chickens with Darkseid as part of his family.
Memory.
Granted
Isn't that right?
We got a glimpse of Granted Goodness in the background.
Batman.
The Joker.
We got Leto.
I saw that one. I was kind of like, huh? But I guess.
I'm sorry, y'all. Until I get more dialogue out of him, I just don't care for Leto as the Joker.
We know you got your favorite.
Exactly.
We know you got your favorite.
No, even Phoenix Joker. I mean, I know he's not the Joker as in Batman.
I prefer him over Leto, bro.
Yeah, I prefer him over Leto.
Girl, did you see the Joker?
I've seen all the Jokers.
That movie was woo. That movie spoke to me in a different way. Maybe because
it was a different
I think because
version.
I'm crazy. It kind of spoke to me.
Can I say an unpopular opinion about the Joker movie?
What? It's the white people's Black Panther?
Mm-mm. It was to me, I'm gonna say this. It was okay.
Yeah.
I loved it, man.
It was severely from what I watched, it was I gotta go back and watch it. But from my first take, it was to me, it was overhyped for me. It was okay.
No, it wasn't like for me, the fact that he was in his head. He was pretty much just living in his head. Like
I get the
reality.
I get the how the story was being told. I understand and I respect that. But as far as just like, I expected more. I expected more.
I love it, bro.
I think if you don't have a sadistic side to you, like truly, you probably won't get it.
No,
and if you
don't,
right?
Because it's like, okay, here it is. though he was truly a nice guy, but he dealt with some mental health issues, and the world pushed him.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. It's kind of like that. And you know, my heart goes out to those people that lost their lives. But what just happened in the beginning of February about the man that killed all of the husband and wife? Everybody's seen that clip because it's circulating. If you haven't seen it, you know, holler at me after the show. But a man and his wife on somewhere on the East Coast was talking crap to this dude like you p word, I'll make your life live in hell. He came with his gun, shot both of them, and this is on camera in the middle of the streets. They were laying in the middle of the streets. He went back in his house. Some people came like, y'all all right? Y'all right? He came back out with a shotgun, finished them off. Like this was real life. You know what I mean? And that was like that kind of like right there. That kind of signified the Joker was like something pushes you to the edge so much where you just snap. You know what I mean? He took care of his mom. You know what I mean? And he just snapped and became a whole villain.
Yeah,
jobs. You know what I mean? Like if
and
you
then
really
he got invited on that show, and he thought, you know, that they were just trying to interview him, and they brought him on to make
fun of him.
Yeah. So
it's like you got to be in a different headspace to really understand it. Like I guess, like a lot, it's like it's no in between with that movie. Either you really love it or you just like, all right, whatever.
Right. Because it's that line. You could be a nice person in this world, but you can only take so much.
Look, the crazy people really exposing themselves right now. Queen, let's chill, Queen.
Yeah, let's chill out.
Y'all crazy.
but I'm not condoning violence against nobody, you know, because you know, look, me and my downstairs neighbor got into it. My downstairs neighbor flashed his gun at me. Am I going down there, running down there with my gun, shooting him? No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just saying, like I seen it unfold, and I'm like, you don't know what people are going through. It's like, you know, if I spit on you and you shoot me, did you take it too far? No, you just don't be effing with people. That's just the bottom line. Don't F with people because you don't know what they own. So that was kind of like the Joker story. Like, just so much stuff happened. But anyway, we ain't gonna go down the Joker rabbit hole. But you know,
but we never know what's gonna trigger that moment.
Right. Yeah. And that's what happened to Joker. It's like that, and you see his origin story, like that's how he got. So it's like he got so sadistic to where he's just like F it. I'm just finna be crazy now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know, in that movie, how he ended up going to Wayne Manor thinking Thomas Wayne was his daddy and all that type of stuff. You know, because his mama dealt with mental health issues. So, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, you know, that whole thing would have been a good lead-in, but you know, the actual Joker and Batman are around the same age. So, you know,
all right,
it wouldn't have made sense for him to be be the Joker, as you know, he just served as inspiration for. But you know, when you do the Joker story right, he should be Red Hood and get knocked into the chemicals.
All right, Snap. Valhalla.
Yeah.
Your review on Valhalla.
Unlike Spider-Man, this one actually I played it for an hour. Didn't crash it. No, I was amazed. Looks great. Didn't fully finish the game yet, but overall did have a great time with it. Gave me a little reminiscent of Origin, I believe, getting on the horse and whatnot. And of course, this is the Viking Age. So far in the story, what you're gonna get is your character. His Viking name is Wolfkiss, actually, based on what happened to him as a child. His village was attacked, and as he was escaping, he ended up coming across this wolf. This wolf actually bit him in the neck, which is where his name comes from, Wolfkiss. And so far, I'm at the story where he went to go see the shaman. The shaman tells him that he's gonna be the reason why his friend, pretty much someone he calls a brother, he's gonna be the reason why his brother dies. So for now, he's trying to make sure that doesn't come into play, come into actuality. But that's where I'm at so far in the story. But in terms of gameplay, just like I said, it feels a bit like Origins to me. Same old, same old. Like I said, just it's in the Viking Age.
I think it's pretty. I think that's pretty much their formula for that. A lot of those.
I've been watching people stream it on Twitch.
Shout out to Blurb.
Yeah, shout out to Blurb. Blurb has gotten pretty far in the game. I don't care for it. It doesn't I don't care for the story because it doesn't reflect Assassin's Creed to me with the story. Because it ain't that much sneaking around. It's more of a story.
It's like The Witcher almost, right?
Yeah, it's more like The Witcher. It's not, you're not truly an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got Origins. I played through Origins. I just never beat it. But I had to sneak. I had to, be an assassin.
Stealth. It was
It was the stealth and all of that. Like bro, just walking around, not really caring.
With 2 spears, digging them people back.
And just walk up and kill somebody like in their face and be just running to fights. In Assassin's Creed, like almost every Assassin's Creed except for this one, you pretty much gotta sneak and then attack. And then you know what I'm saying? If you're seen, then okay, you might as well go ahead and handle your business. This one Hill just came totally left field with the gameplay. It probably plays smooth, but it does not remind me of any previous Assassin's Creed.
But you know what I can attribute that to, Young? And we won't be too long. So, remember when everybody remembers Resident Evil 4? Was it? No, 5, where it was more action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Chris was like breaking boulders and crap with his hand. They were trying to that was right around the time when Call of Duty and Battlefield was popular. So they had to kind of compete in that action, and they couldn't really afford to keep it on that survival horror slow paced genre. So maybe Assassin's Creed's doing that with this.
Yeah.
And they're trying to compete with the games like that.
Because it's known that people like in Assassin's Creed, a lot of people, the one type of mission that people used to always say when you have to trail somebody, that is the most that's the most annoying mission from a lot of standpoints, from a lot of games that it just.
That's even with Metal Gear.
It's just an aspect of Assassin's Creed that people I've always seen on like forums and stuff that people just always complain about.
I liked it because it just tested me. I guess it like those.
It depends on who you are.
Yeah, it just depends on. Because everybody gonna fight. Like I'm complaining about Valhalla. Somebody probably thinking like, man, you stupid. It just depends on what you prefer in games.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as the genre of Assassin's Creed, it doesn't hold true to the Creed.
Because it was pretty much still it was pretty much the only sneak assassin like game that was still out there. Like that and Hitman.
Well, Splinter Cell was the ultimate, but they haven't come out with Splinter Cell in forever.
Splinter Cell in a long time.
Speaking of Ubisoft, though, I was thinking about that as we were talking about this. So 2 things real quick. Ubisoft said they're going to stop focusing on AAA games, going to focus on more free-to-play games. So we're going to start seeing a lot more F2Ps from them.
Hyperscape. Anyway.
Boy. Whoo. They're going to rebound. They rebounded for Honor, dude. They can rebound anything. They rebound for Honor. Also, the Division. So
I didn't get to play.
Yeah, they talk about some new stuff.
So the Fallout situation was uneventful,
horrible.
But they did drop a press release and said they're not done with the game because everybody thought TU12 was the last update they were going to get into Division 2. So they said be expecting something very, very soon. So we'll, hold.
Did we see the new game? Did we see the new game that looks Division-esque though?
Oh, I know the game you're talking about. I know somebody clicked
that
and said, this is what the Division should have looked like.
I can't think.
Yeah.
And then speaking of, I read some news that they are still planning on. That's why it's taking so long because it's gonna be strictly next gen. But Anthem is coming back, and they saying they're not releasing the DLC.
It's all in EA's hands from what I
Yeah.
heard this week.
But Black Myth, Wukong got a new trailer. Y'all go check that out.
Yeah, I saw
Oh yeah. I now that's the game I really want to play. I'm so glad y'all put me on it.
Biomutant finally has a date. Finally, May something. That game has been in the making for quite some time.
I'm pretty sure they pushed Prince of Persia back to the fall, getting ready for holiday.
Yeah, that's right. The Prince of Persia did get pushed. MLB The Show is now available on Xbox for pre-order. We broke the freaking fourth wall. And NCAA is coming back to next gen as well. So last thing of the night. Finding love as a nerd and your experiences.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about this title.
I kept that for the end because just it's Valentine's Day, you know.
Man.
Well, I mean, I don't gotta get all into my business. Everybody here knows, about, my who I date or whatever. But I mean, it's tough, man. And I'll say this, and I hate to generalize, but especially, well, maybe not, but me with my personal experiences is like a lot of black women. It's like they either think you're immature or stupid, like your hobbies, like whether it be gaming or comic books or anything like that. And because like before I met my current girlfriend, right, I took this girl to go see Sonic. 35 years old. We're both 35. And I was like, and she was just like sitting there like, okay, like what is this? You know what I mean? So it just kind of turned me off, and that was like real discouraging, man. It's like, because I was like, I know the next person I date has to either understand, like, be a nerd, some type of nerd, into something. And luckily I found that person. So they do understand, but it's hard out there to find a mate, especially black and being a little older. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you feel like some of the black nerdy girls don't really like the black nerdy guys, and vice versa. You know what I mean? But to find black love in nerddom is a beautiful thing. But it's when you're out there single and you might have to compromise. With me, I wasn't willing to. I'm like, she has to be a nerd. She has to, because otherwise I'm not gonna be happy. So it's a challenge, but it can be possible. And when you find it,
it's definitely a balance though, especially
when you find it though, man. It's awesome, man. It's like,
you ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
I know I can think of like in high school. I think Young and Royalty can attest for this one. Like being a nerd back then, you pretty much had to hide what your hobbies were. Like it was not popular at all. Like if you were basically shunned for even watching cartoons or mentioning anime or anything of that nature. And me being the popular cheerleader, the popular girl everybody knows, student council, all that stuff. Like if I would have said I like Dragon Ball or Naruto, they'll look, what? It was like you would be casted out.
Taboo.
So, and that's growing up in Mississippi, like in a pretty much predominant black high school. Yeah. And we basically had to hide who we were to just feel cool. But I never knew I had friends that actually watch anime like I did, or because we never really talked about it or even came close as open as we are now. Or even comic books. Like if I read comic books, I would have been looked at very crazy.
I mean, back in school, we were dealing with, even though we all dated and stuff like that back in school, and we were all pretty much I know me and Tink was, and part of the same crowd.
Yeah.
It was one of the things, like I didn't know, which was crazy. I never knew Tink was into that type of stuff until we were grown.
Yeah.
And I thought she was just late to the party, But just sitting up talking with her, no, this went back. And a lot of people, the people who actually know me knew what I was into.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the people who didn't know me. They figured I was a nerd anyway. But
when you told me when you made the diss record for the dude named Over Your Head, I think that was a dead giveaway.
Yeah. And that it was just like even then I was doing music and everything, but like people here, like my homeboy told me, he was just, even before Lupe came out with the song, my boy was like, yo, dog, if you gonna do music, you gotta dumb it down. You can't be coming through making all these references folks ain't gonna get. And that was like one of the reasons I stopped doing music, because I couldn't dumb myself down to fit somebody else's. And that's why it's probably one of the reasons why I don't have successful relationships, because of the fact that I can't, like, I done made changes to myself and I have some growth, but when it comes to certain things, it's just like, if I have to accept you and your personality, then why do I have to fit into your mode?
Right.
Yeah.
So
and that was my biggest thing too. Yep. Like I made a joke. I say all 35-year-old dudes do is talk about how tight everybody pants is and complain about their baby mama. And I said I do not want to be one of those guys. Hanging around the barbershop, talking about that nigga pants tight as hell, dog. And my baby mama tripping, fool. Like that's all dudes my age, that's all they talk about in football. That's it.
I mean, me personally, I know I sometimes on this show I sound like the old grandpa, but I mean, honestly,
I'm not attacking nobody personally. I'm just talking about like hanging around a barbershop and hanging around. You know what I mean? That's all dudes my age talk about.
Yeah, the subject matter
first of all,
is
I
kind of
know
most of the time the same. Yeah, some people.
I know me personally. When I go to the barbershop, I'm only in the barbershop to get my hair cut. I'm not gonna sit there all day holding conversation.
Well, sometimes you gotta wait, and you hear about it. You hear it, you know.
But with my both my barbers around the same age as me, they got their own shop. But back in Greenville, I ain't found one down here yet. But like the conversation ain't never the same thing with them guys, because they both foolish. So like, shouts out to Prentice and Carlos. But
the boys.
yeah, but they keep you laughing on something different. like Carlos always telling Prentice, man, you still want to be 15. So like,
what man doesn't?
But you know what I'm saying? Speaking of back on the love thing,
look at my background right now.
maybe next year I have something positive to contribute.
Well, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like I was you know what I mean, just last year, you know, and I was slowing my roll. Like I was looking, and it was like, dang, man, like, because I was very specific, because I'm not against any interracial relationship at all. One of my best friends dates a white woman, and you're married to a white woman. You know, we have cast members there date other races. But I was like, I specifically want a black woman that's a nerd, you know. But I was like, I might have to, I don't want to say the word settle because it sounds bad, but I might have to go out and get me a white girl. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because it ain't looking too good. The landscape wasn't looking too good for black nerd women. You know what I mean? And it was like, it was just looking bleak.
I actually always wanted somebody that was opposite of me, because I felt like I could introduce them to some stuff and they can introduce me to some stuff, because I never wanted my relationships to get mundane. So like they could teach me, show me stuff that I was never interested in that may garner my attention. And one of the coolest things I ever experienced is when you introduce somebody into anime and they don't get it at first, but once they watch a few episodes and get into the storyline, they was like, damn, this really a soap opera.
That's how it was with my girl in Naruto. Like I knew about Naruto and all pop culture references, but actually getting into it, I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is,
I'm gonna throw this in here. And it's based off my own experience. To anybody out there, like, if you're not doing too well and like searching for yourself, I'm gonna be honest with you, because it may not work for everybody. It works for some people. I'm one of the people it worked for. Honestly, don't look. Like, don't ever look. And I'm saying that mainly because
says the guy that has a man bun. Says the handsome guy with a man bun.
Do I have a man bun on now? No.
Not now, but you was walking around with one on, like, yep. How you doing?
It's work purposes. It's work purposes. But and
how tall are you for the record, Snap?
Between 5'10", 5'11".
Oh, I thought you was taller than that.
No, I'm taller than him.
No.
Yeah, he got some height on him. Yeah.
No, I'm messing with you though. But yeah, you're right though. Let it find you. And at the time when mine found me, I wasn't really necessarily looking. I was open, but I wasn't looking. But but you're right.
Even looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Because I use this as a prime example because I had a few people ask me, like, relationships between me and Mrs. Snapback, and my advice on it. I just like, man, you ever just notice, like, stereotypically, if you ever think about it, you see men approach a woman sometimes and she's minding her own business. Like, you gotta have that same type of vibe about yourself. You gotta mind your business, like literally mind your business, because when you mind your business, you don't know what comes towards you.
Facts, and just do you and keep doing you. Yep.
Now, in the case of me and my wife, on the other hand, I had a friend to push me to go talk to her, and literally the story with me and her, how we met and all that type of stuff, I literally always call it fake because that's what it was. Because when it came to me, like, I met Mrs. Snapback on a dating website. I met her on Plenty of Fish, of all places. And
ain't nothing wrong with it.
Like,
met my wife on my
and honestly, Briario knows about this story because this happened a day after. Well, I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, just know
something with you too.
It was a whole night. I remember the whole night. A bunch of my friends trying to get me to get out there in the dating world. It was like months after my previous relationship, and they were trying to get me back out there. And it was a bomb night. It was a bomb night. And the next day, get on POF and see this girl from Clarksdale, like my profile and whatnot. So, my bro was like, and Aunt Tink, you know who he is. He was just pushing me. He was like, bro, go on, talk to her, man. Like, you don't know what could happen. On the other side, however, come to find out, she was about to delete her profile off Plenty of Fish.
That be that game though. Now they've been deleting this tomorrow. Come holler at me if you want to, because I'm deleting it. They be doing that. But
that's what she was telling me. She was like, she was doing her lunch. She was about to delete it, and I just said, hey, how you doing? And she messaged me back, and it just went back and forth. And when it came to the actual date, like, I tell this, and I love telling this story. I just remember it was a cloudy day when I left here from this city. It was like about to rain, like it was about to storm. You're not just driving up there. I ain't tell nobody where I was going. I just left driving up there. Like, bruh, when I went to go pick her up from her job, and it was the first time I saw her in person, the sun literally came out. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this? But like, okay. So, and a lot of things throughout that whole day just had me just look at it like, okay, so throughout this whole day, a lot of things has like just happened, because it's like throughout the whole day, I did not want to go home and not be near her. I kept wanting the date to keep going. It got to the point where I drove her back over here, and she met a few of my friends, went back over there. We were, I ain't never sat in a car with somebody that long as I did with her. You know what I'm saying? Traded a couple kisses back and forth. I didn't make it back home till 3 that morning. And
did you know she was a nerd or prior, or did you find that out later on?
Like, dude, I kid you not. Like, when we were talking on POF, she was telling me that she likes video games. She played this and that, and I honestly thought that because I had experience with talking to people, I was like, it probably won't last long when it comes to talking to a girl that likes video games. They might not want somebody else who likes video games, but she was fairly interested. Like, dude, one of the first gifts she gave me, and it was on our first date, and I still have the book. in my closet. I cherish it because it's a memento for me. It's very valuable. She gave me a book from my library as a gift. That was the first of many gifts she's ever gave me, and I still have. But you know,
what book was
I
it?
got a wife who wants to create her. Nimona. I'm trying to make sure I got the name. I'm constantly saying Nimonetta. I'm thinking of the anime Shimonetta, but the book's name is Nimona. And you know how much of a big nerd I knew my wife kind of was like the premiere of Endgame. Yeah, Endgame. She came down here to watch it. Looked at my wife's computer. She had the Unreal Engine software downloaded on her laptop. I looked at it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, how long you had this up here? It's like, I had it for a while now. You know what this is? Yeah, I know what it is. Like, she knew you hockey shows. She knew about all this anime. She loved Pokemon, loved gaming. I'm like, did I get lucky?
I was just about to say that. That's the epitome of getting lucky right there, bro. Like, yes, I got lucky.
But you know, it wasn't just the nerd stuff, man. It was just the things she did, going out of her way to make sure I was okay and I had everything. You know, that really what made me just look at her like, you know, you were brought in my life for a reason. That's why I went ahead and put a ring on it. Like, I can't lose that girl in there. I can't lose that woman in there. I love that queen in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how she managed to put up with me every day, and she deserves a lot of gold medals for doing it. But she's worth it, y'all. I'm
but
not
that
gonna lie.
be the ones when they can deal with you, bro. Because you know, I know I'm an asshole. And
all right, man.
You know, she can put up with that. All right, I got me one.
All right, man. We're gonna bring this anniversary episode of Nerd Flow Podcast to a close, man. We appreciate the 4 years of like support and cons and all that stuff. And as currently as it stands, it seems like Comic Palooza is still gonna happen because they doing passes now. So the future's looking kind of good for Comic Palooza. But yeah, man, we will catch you guys on another one on next week on 172. We'll see y'all later.
Happy Valentine's Day. If you think you